Can a song sound great without any plugins? No EQ, no compression, no reverb, no saturation, nothing. I believe so. And why? Because a song should sound good already, even before we put on any plugins. And that is not to say that the plugins aren't important, because they are too. However, when it comes to music production, there are some things that are way more important than the plugins we use. And this we will look at in this video. So this is a song I've been working on recently. It's called Time, and I mainly recorded it in my home studio. Now I'm out traveling here with my tiny mobile setup. But I'm almost finished with the production phase.
Time is like a diamond disappearing from my eyes. What good?
And with this song, we will look into these important things that I talked about before when it comes to music production. And at the end of the video, I will actually also add in the plugins and start doing the mixing. So let's get inside. So let us start with what I think is the most important thing of all, which is the performance. Let's say you have all the best equipment and all the best instruments and the most well-crafted arrangement in the world. But if the performance isn't there, it's still not gonna sound good. And what can we do then to get the best possible performance? Let's take the vocal as an example. We can start with warming up the voice. Make sure we're in a comfortable position and that the monitoring level is as good as possible. Can even watch a favorite artist to be a bit inspired and get into the right mood. Also maybe pick the time of day when the voice is in its best shape.
Time is like a river drifting away from my hands.
And this applies, of course, to any instrument we record. The goal is simple, that we just try to get the best possible performance possible. The second important thing is how we capture the sound and the sounds that we choose. In a nutshell, you could say this is about getting it right at the source. So let's say you have the best guitar recording performance of your life. And then you realize, whoops, the strings were a little bit out of tune. And then you need to redo it. So let's look at the acoustic guitar, for example. So let's begin first with tuning the guitar. Preferably also have fresh strings. And then also check the mic position. I usually have it pointing towards the 12th fret, about a foot away. And then just record. And when it comes to the sounds that we choose, it depends on style, our personal taste, and the song itself. For me, I don't have thousands and thousands of sounds. I'd rather stick to a small selection of high quality sounds, such as drum library, piano, or a guitar preamp. But the sound also has to work with the song itself. So in this case, let's listen to the piano in this song. So let's say I would just pick the first piano that comes up in key escape and see how this one sounds. Okay, it doesn't sound bad, right? It sounds pretty good. It actually could work. But I could feel that a better choice could be something a little bit more mellow, because I could find it to be a little bit bright. So how about if I choose this softest instead? Yeah, it works better, right? Or it could be maybe an upright. Let's see. This one, how does this one sound? So it works fine too. But I guess the key idea here for it to take away is that that we don't just pick any piano, but try to find something that works with this song. And the same way goes for everything else that we put in, like the pads and the electric guitars and so on. And the next important thing is the arrangement itself. And for me, a good arrangement captures what a song is about and brings out the best in it, where all the sounds work well together and each sound brings something to the table that the others are not doing. And you could say that we take the listener on a sonic journey, where we paint this landscape of sound. It could be anything of tiny to wide and big, depending on the song. And I also like to find a few key ingredients in the arrangements that I can build the song upon. So it can be like a melodic line or a drum groove or a guitar part or something like that. So let's see how I've gone about arranging this song. Okay, arrangement wise, we have this acoustic guitar. Does this rhythmic thing, finger picking.
Time
Here comes the lead vocal.
is like a river drifting away
So it's just the vocal and the guitar. Here comes
from my hands.
two pads, one on each side.
Time is like
They do a little bit different things, like one is a little bit lower register, the other is a little bit higher, play a little bit different melodic lines to create this lush ambience feeling.
what good we're in.
And when the chorus hits, then we come the bass and the piano do a little bit like a little small melodic line, electric guitar leading into the chorus.
From my eyes, what good is comfort when my heart is longing still for something more, something deep.
A little bit harmonies here and deeper. Here comes another electric guitar, and the first one I play on the middle pickup and the second one is on the neck. So they do a little bit different things.
What good is comfort when regret is building up? I haven't done what I can.
Here comes the interlude. With this melodic line in the piano and this backing vocals. here comes the second verse. Oh yeah, and here introducing this bass drum, like a heartbeat here in the 4 on the floor that's been filtered out, and a shaker. And when the verse 2 comes, I take everything out except the bass drum and the shaker. And the guitar.
Getting older, maybe wiser.
And then middle of second verse, everything come back in.
And time, such a treasure.
This melodic line,
such a precious
piano and the backing vocals.
Passing me by.
Final chorus.
What good is come?
So here in the second chorus, I add a snare and a tambourine, and the strings a little bit up high in register, and also in the backing vocals sings the ooh on this melodic line. And also 2 doubles for the lead vocal here.
My heart is longing still for something more, something good. What good is comfort when regret is built?
And then the outro comes to just the pads and the vocal and this melodic line in the ooh.
One more breath, one more chance before I fade away.
So there was a quick round through, but I guess the key takeaway here is that we're gonna take the listener on this journey. So we have things coming in and maybe being taken out here, and let everything do something that something else is not doing. And we don't need thousands of tracks for it to sound, full or interesting. It can be enough like this, depending on the song, of course. But yeah, try something like this with your own song. And if you want to see more about how I arranged this one, I have a couple of other videos where I go into this process of this particular song that you can check out. But now let's move on to the next step. So now we come to the important next step, which is the mixing, where we will add the plugins. And mixing for me is about clarity and balance, and to make the song sound as cohesive and great as possible. And the first step is to do the editing of everything, to make sure everything is tidy and tight and sounds its absolute best. And then I do the static mix, where I just bring up the faders and make sure everything is balanced as possible. And also do the panning. And I also do some automation. And when that is done, then I start adding in the plugins, which we will look at now. Okay, so we've come to the finish line, and I've done the mixing here. And I'm not gonna go in depth and detail. It's more just to show the general. What I've been doing is primarily high pass filtering, and a little bit like the bass, for instance, was a little bit build up here and here. And in terms of EQ, and then compression, LA2A on the bass and the vocal, a little bit pull tech on the bass. And then when it comes to FX, just Valhalla Room and the pure plate and the vintage verb and the delay. So I sounds primarily like most of it to the room, and maybe a little bit of the backing vocals to the vintage verb and the strings as well, and so on, and the guitar, a little bit of the plates and the delay and the room. And on the master bus I have the SSL bus compressor and the Ampex and the L2. That's it. So let's listen to it. Just a little bit of room reverb on the guitar and the vocal.
Time is like a river,
And a bit of
drifting
plate as
away
well.
from my
Here
hands.
comes the pad.
Time is like a diamond disappearing from my eyes.
First chorus.
What good is comfort when my heart is longing still for something more, something deeper? What good is comfort when regret is building up? I haven't done what I came here for. I'm getting older, maybe wiser, learning still. And time's such a treasure thing, such a precious gift,
Comes the finale.
passing me by. What good is comfort when my heart is longing still for something more, something deeper? What good is comfort when regret is building up? I haven't done what I came here for. One
The outro.
more breath, one more chance before I fade away. One more breath, one more chance before I fade away.
So that's it. Okay, so to wrap things up. First, we have the performance, which is the most important thing. So that's why it's good we really do the best we can to capture the best performance possible in everything that we record and put into the song. And the second thing is how then we capture that performance and also the sounds that we choose. And the third thing is about the arrangement, how we craft the whole thing with the sounds that we choose and how we make them all work together to bring out the best of this song. And finally then we just mix all things together and make the song sounds its absolute best. So hopefully this has been helpful for you, and I'd love to hear from you in a comment or question, a suggestion for upcoming videos. You're so welcome to like and subscribe or check out my courses where it's more in-depth, particularly about the arrangement process. But yeah, thank you for this time and good luck with your music and your creations.